Behind your back, your sister committed a horrible act. They were assisted with her by a family member. Archangel Michael says, this message will not be easy to receive, but it is being revealed now because you are strong enough to hear it. What was once done in whispers will now echo across the heavens. The truth has burned through the veil, and I have been commanded to deliver it to you before it's too late. They thought you would never know, they laughed behind your back, exchanging cruel glances and hushed words, thinking time would erase the damage. But what they forgot is that divine eyes never blink, and what is hidden in shadows always returns to the light. Your sister did something that cannot be undone. It was not a mistake, it was a calculated action, rooted in envy, sharpened by bitterness, and carried out with deliberate precision. But the part that will hurt the most is not just what she did, but who stood by her side while she did it. A family member you trusted, someone you once opened your heart to, someone who shared meals at your table, looked you in the eyes and still chose betrayal. They didn't just support her, they encouraged her. They fed her lies about you. They painted you as the enemy while you were still loving them as kin. This plan was not born overnight. It was stitched together over time like a poisonous quilt, sewn with threads of resentment. Your sister started harboring bitterness the moment your life began to shine brighter than hers. That moment terrified her, because deep down, she always thought she should be the one ahead. Instead of growing, she chose to destroy. Instead of healing, she chose to wound, and that family member, older than her, wiser than her, someone who should have guided her, became the accomplice in this unholy orchestration of betrayal. They accessed something of yours, either a document, a key, or a private matter you thought was safe. While you slept, trusted, laughed, and lived, they moved, they schemed. They manipulated. They took what didn't belong to them and made it look like you gave it willingly. They even went as far as to forge a signature, or alter a conversation to make you appear guilty or careless. Archangel Michael says, this is not a suspicion, this is truth. It is not a warning, it is a confirmation. Heaven's court has reviewed the record, and the judgment is now being declared. You have likely felt the effects of their actions already, lost opportunities, unexpected rejections, relationships that suddenly shifted. You thought it was just life, but no, it was an unseen hand nudging pieces off your board while you were busy praying for them. Your sister smiled in your face while she buried you behind your back. The family member hugged you while secretly forwarding your personal information to others. They used your trust like a weapon, and they believed you would never rise again. But now, you are rising, not just because heaven wants you to, but because your spirit refused to die. They underestimated the fire that lives in you. They forgot that you were born under a divine assignment, and no betrayal can cancel your destiny. Archangel Michael says, there are receipts, there are messages, recordings, papers tucked away in drawers and digital trails that can't be deleted. Someone else in the family has seen part of this story but has remained silent out of fear. That silence is about to break. You will hear something unexpected in the next few days. A slip of the tongue, a strange apology, a message that was not meant for you. It will confirm everything. The betrayal that began in secret will now scream to be uncovered. Their plans will collapse under the weight of truth. Even more shocking, the family member who helped her is about to face severe consequences, health-wise, emotionally, and even legally. things are unraveling fast for them. Their world is shifting, and the very thing they stole is turning into a curse in their hands. You will be contacted by someone who once avoided you. They were lied to. They were given a false version of your story. But now that clarity is setting in, they're coming forward with pieces that will blow the lid off everything. You may feel the desire to confront your sister. Hold your peace for now. Let heaven finish exposing every layer before you speak. What's coming next will be louder than any words you could say. Your energy has been drained unknowingly because you were spiritually linked to the betrayal. Now that truth is cutting through, that energy will return to you in waves. Your sleep will deepen. Your dreams will become vivid. You will begin to feel parts of yourself coming alive again. There is a greater reason this is happening now. A door is opening that they tried to lock permanently. That door will swing wide because of divine intervention. You will see opportunities in business, love, health, or reputation that were once blocked suddenly return to your hands. One of the most haunting details is that your sister never felt guilty. Until now, something is happening to her spiritually: visions, confusion, paranoia. She feels like someone is watching her constantly. That is not your imagination. That is the guilt she tried to bury being resurrected. The family member that assisted her is now facing dreams, sleepless nights, and accidents. They are falling out of alignment with the rest of the family. Others are starting to notice, people are whispering, and the circle is closing in on them. Archangel Michael says, "Do not seek revenge. Your success will be your reply, your growth will be your roar. The best thing you can do right now is continue walking forward in truth. Because that light is exposing the dark corners they once felt safe hiding in. They tried to curse your name, heaven is about to crown it instead. They tried to erase your chances. God is about to multiply them instead. They tried to make you the villain. Now the real villain is being unmasked before everyone. Expect a shift within your home environment soon. There is an object or possession that belongs to you but was secretly tampered with. It might be a contract, a keepsake, or even a digital file. It will soon return into your hands. Heaven will allow you to make a choice, whether to keep this relationship or walk away from it. You will be given clarity, not just on what they did, but why they did it. Understanding this will break the emotional spell they cast over you. You will not walk through this exposure alone. Spiritually, you are being surrounded. Ancestors are gathering, angels are whispering instructions into your dreams. And the divine record is being rewritten in your favor. One more sign is coming. Someone with a birth date close to yours, or connected by name, will play an unexpected role in revealing the truth. Be alert. Be calm, be wise. You will cry, not from pain, but from release. The weight of years of confusion, heartbreak, and betrayal will pour out of you, and in that moment, you will remember who you are. Archangel Michael says, "The sword has come to divide lies from truth." This was not a simple betrayal, it was a test. And you, chosen one, have passed. This is your restoration, this is your reward. This is your rise. This is the prophecy fulfilled. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. The spiritual winds are shifting now. You may begin to feel things around you responding to this truth. The atmosphere will change. People will begin acting differently, either growing closer with sincerity or retreating in guilt. Your sister thought she was taking something from you permanently, but what she did not understand is that divine blessings are not something you can steal. They are written into your essence. And now, what she touched without permission will bring consequences only heaven can measure. Archangel Michael says, "You were protected in ways you don't even realize. There were moments where their plan could have succeeded more deeply, but your angels intervened quietly. You may have seen delays, but those delays were divine shields." That family member who assisted her did it out of an old grudge. It was rooted not just in jealousy, but in generational envy. This goes beyond your sister. This connects to a pattern in your bloodline, where certain people in the family feared the one with the light. You were born with that light. And now that you've matured in it, they can no longer dim it with gossip or manipulation. That's why their plan was so aggressive. They knew they were running out of time to break you. There's a spiritual inheritance being unlocked. Something they tried to block with rituals of deception, lies, forged papers, impersonation, is now being reversed. You will soon receive something you thought was lost, even forgotten. But heaven never forgets what belongs to you. Prepare yourself emotionally. Your sister may break down. It will be sudden. And it won't come from true repentance, it will come from fear. Fear of what's catching up with her. Fear of what she knows is now being revealed, that family member, the one who acted as her silent partner, will be exposed publicly. It may happen through a confrontation at a gathering, or through someone else revealing screenshots, recordings, or legal evidence. They won't be able to contain the consequences this time. There's someone outside of the family watching this situation unfold. They are spiritually aware and feel drawn to help you. Whether it's legal, emotional, or financial, their assistance will come right when you need it. Don't ignore them. They are heaven sent. Your next steps must be deliberate. Don't act in anger. Act in clarity. Don't react to their guilt. Stand in your truth. Because right now, your power is not in what you say, but in what you know. A door you thought was permanently closed is opening again. You may have walked away from a business opportunity, relationship, or creative path because of the chaos they stirred. That's coming back to you now, but with divine acceleration. Your sleep will improve, your appetite will return. You will begin to notice signs from angels again. Numbers, dreams, whispers during prayer, these are confirmations. The heavens are celebrating your resilience. They tried to paint you as difficult. They told others you were unstable, too emotional, selfish even. All to cover their own schemes. But now those same people are beginning to question everything they were told. The spell is breaking. The fog is lifting. Your name is being restored. Someone who once doubted you is coming back to apologize. They were used as a pawn in your sister's deception. But now their eyes are opening, and the weight of what they allowed is pressing heavily on their heart. Archangel Michael says, you are about to enter a season of recovery that will make everything make sense. What didn't add up before, the silence, the setbacks, the strange timing, will click together with divine precision. Your intuition was right all along. those gut feelings you ignored were the voice of your angels trying to reach you. You don't need revenge. The universe is already orchestrating a justice that will shock even those who doubted you. Your sister may even try to flip the story. To play the victim. To act confused. To pretend she doesn't remember details. Stay grounded. Let her words fall into the pit she dug herself. The truth is stronger than her fiction. Expect to receive an invitation. Something that connects to a legal proceeding, a spiritual event, or a financial review. Attend it. It's tied to your breakthrough. Someone will mention your name in a room where your enemies never wanted it heard, the family member who helped her. They're losing favor. The influence they once held in the family is fading. Others are beginning to distance themselves because they sense something is off. They are spiritually marked, now, not by man, but by divine decree. And now comes the part they never expected. You will rise, not just survive, but rise. Stronger. Wiser, glowing with clarity. They spent so much time trying to bury you. They forgot that you were a seed. The earth is trembling because the truth has taken root. You may feel isolated now, but that will soon change. A new circle is forming. A divine tribe of souls who are aligned with your calling, who see your worth without explanation, who protect without condition. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has declared a restoration that will last for generations. What they broke will not just be healed. It will be rebirthed. Stronger, untouchable. Sacred. This experience didn't come to destroy you. It came to reveal who never deserved a place near you. And now that the masks have fallen, you are finally free to walk in your full truth. Do not be surprised if your sister tries to make contact soon, whether in person, through a message, or through someone else. She will try to test the waters. Respond only from your healed place, not from your wounded one. You own no one your peace, you own no one your silence. You are not obligated to keep secrets that were meant to destroy you. Speak with wisdom, but do not dim your fire for their comfort. The divine realm is shifting timelines in your favor. What was delayed is being delivered. What was stolen is being returned. What was hidden is now uncovered. This is not the end. This is the moment everything begins again. Clean, divine, sacred. And remember, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You are chosen, you are protected. You are rising. Archangel Michael says, the pain that tried to break you has become the very fire that forges your new strength. You are not walking into your next season the same way you entered the last one. You are upgraded. Your eyes are sharper, your heart is guarded with wisdom, and your soul has remembered who it is. What your sister and that family member did behind your back created a ripple not only in your life, but in the spiritual realm. The angels took note. The heavens responded. And now, a divine rebalancing is unfolding across every area of your life. This betrayal was spiritual warfare. It wasn't just emotional, it was calculated by forces that feared your elevation. They used familiar faces to get close. They used family bonds as weapons, but now that you are aware, the attack has failed. They tampered with your legacy. They altered something that was meant to be a generational blessing, your name, your credit, your property, or your influence, but that very thing is now being restored in your favor and removed from their grip. Do not be shocked when the family member involved begins to fall out of alignment with others. Those who once defended them blindly will begin to experience friction. Conversations are shifting. Their manipulation is unraveling. There's someone you haven't spoken to in a long time who has key information, a message, a voice note, a document, something tangible. They were too afraid to speak before, but now they feel the divine pressure to come forward. Watch for this connection. A financial opportunity is returning. One that was either blocked or delayed by the actions of your sister and the other party. This could be a loan, inheritance, land, or even a career path that was secretly sabotaged. It will come back, and this time, it will not slip through your hands. You were not crazy to feel something was wrong. Your soul was trying to alert you all along. That heaviness you carried wasn't yours. It was the weight of lies attached to your name. Now that the truth is surfacing, you will feel light again. Your sister was not alone. There was a third energy, a friend of hers, or someone in her close circle, who influenced her decisions. This person is toxic and spiritually compromised. Their hold on her is fading, and soon, she will turn on them too. There's a digital trail they couldn't cover. A backup file, an email, a device they forgot to wipe clean. Someone is going to stumble upon it and be shocked. That evidence will confirm the betrayal and bring justice closer to your door. The family member who helped her will soon experience a public humbling. It may be a health scare, a business loss, or a broken relationship. This isn't your doing. It's the universe balancing what they tried to disturb. You're going to receive a sudden invitation to speak, to travel, or to partner with someone new. Take it. It's tied to your destiny. Your gifts will finally be seen in rooms you were previously locked out of. Their lies try to turn people against you, but those lies are now eating themselves from the inside. Even people who once believed them are realizing the inconsistencies. The illusion is shattering, and your truth is roaring through. Archangel Michael says, do not mourn the people you're losing. If they stood with your enemies, they were never meant to be part of your future. This exposure is not rejection. It's divine protection. A sacred contract is being written in your favor, a soul contract, a business deal, or a divine promise you made in prayer. It is being fulfilled. You will see results fast. Things that used to take years will now take weeks, even days. Your intuition is heightening. You may feel like you're dreaming more vividly, or hearing things more clearly during prayer or meditation. That's confirmation. The veil is thin, and heaven is close. You are being downloaded with divine guidance. You are not the black sheep. You are the divine lion. And the moment you accepted your truth, the universe aligned to protect you. The story they try to write for you is being rewritten by angelic hands. Expect someone in the family to have a change of heart. Someone who stayed silent before will find their voice. They will want to sit down with you, not to fix everything, but to tell the truth. Be discerning. Accept the truth, but hold firm boundaries. Your home may need cleansing. Open your windows. Burn incense or use sacred oils. Speak blessings into every room. Clear out any items given to you by those who hurt you. Their energy must be released for your peace to return. Something connected to your name, your signature, your ID, your voice, your likeness, was used in a deceptive way. This truth is coming into the open. And once it does, the restoration will not just heal you, it will elevate you. Archangel Michael says, your sister will reach a crossroads. She will either confess in truth or spiral into deeper darkness. That is not your burden to carry. Your only duty is to keep walking in light and allow heaven to deal with her soul. You may see signs in the form of feathers, coins, numbers, or even people randomly mentioning your situation. These are confirmations from the spirit realm. Your angels are working overtime. They are not resting until your justice is complete. Do not look back in regret, look forward in power. The past is not your prison. It was only a preparation chamber for your true self to awaken. They thought they were harming you, but what they actually did was push you into alignment. Their betrayal became your initiation. Their envy became your emancipation, and now, your blessing is public. Your name is rising in circles you never even prayed for. Your influence is expanding in places your enemies never imagined. This is your divine comeback. Let them talk. Let them twist, let them try. They can no longer reach what heaven has placed out of their hands. Your story is no longer one of pain, it is one of power. Your testimony is no longer one of betrayal. It is a becoming. Your identity is no longer what they tried to destroy. It is what God has now crowned. Archangel Michael says, walk boldly, chosen one, your truth has set you free. And once again, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, what is meant for you cannot be taken, altered, or hidden forever, not by your sister, not by any family member, not by any spirit working behind the scenes. They moved in shadows, but heaven moved in power. And now, everything is falling into divine order. They didn't just betray your trust, they tried to tamper with your divine alignment. What your sister and this family member attempted was a spiritual robbery masked as a personal vendetta. But the moment your name was uttered in deception, the heavens issued a divine watch. You may have noticed strange patterns, electronics acting up, delays when trying to make decisions, emotional spirals without explanation. These were not coincidences. These were spiritual interferences triggered by their actions. But now that the veil has lifted, these interferences will be cleared. Expect sudden clarity. Conversations that confused you before will suddenly make sense. Their contradictions, their timelines, their lies, it will all collapse like a house of cards. You are not crazy. You were being spiritually attacked, but now your defenses are fortified. Your sister is about to experience something she never prepared for, a spiritual mirror. Her own actions will begin to echo back into her life. Broken trust, lost favor, internal torment. Her conscience, though hidden, is starting to scream. The family member who stood by her, their life will begin to crumble in areas they once prided themselves in. Their job, their reputation, or their personal relationships will begin to shift rapidly. This is not punishment, it is spiritual rebalancing. You, on the other hand, are stepping into divine recovery. Even the years they tried to waste will be returned to you with interest. A sudden burst of creativity, opportunity, and open doors is coming your way. Not randomly, but because heaven has finally cleared the air around you. Watch your dreams in the next few nights. You will receive a direct vision, either symbolic or literal, that confirms a face, a name, or an object connected to their betrayal. Do not fear it. It is a message meant to free you. You will soon receive a document or letter, an email, a handwritten note, or a legal form that will bring final closure. It may shake you at first, but it is the last missing piece in the puzzle. It is meant to confirm everything you've felt, seen, and heard. Archangel Michael says, do not underestimate your silence. Your stillness has been your strength. While they ran around spinning lies, your composure kept you anchored. Heaven heard what you didn't say. And that is what summoned divine intervention. In the days ahead, the people they tried to poison against you will start seeing visions of you in a new light. Your energy is glowing, your aura is being healed. What they once believed about you will feel false and uncomfortable in their spirits. One person in particular, a cousin, a former friend, or even an in-law, is going to come forward with information. They had a gut feeling all along, but were too afraid to speak. That fear is being removed now. Your sister may try to play the role of the victim. She may even say, I didn't know, or they made me do it, or I was confused. Do not fall for this. Remember the details that heaven revealed to you. Stand tall in your knowing. You are not the one who caused this. There is a conversation that will happen soon, one where people who once ignored your pain will now seek your insight. You will speak not from bitterness, but from divine truth. That truth will echo far beyond your circle. Your voice will break cycles. Archangel Michael says, your family dynamic will change permanently. Some relationships will dissolve, others will be reborn with transparency. And most importantly, you will no longer carry the weight of the past in silence. This moment is bigger than just betrayal. This is a spiritual activation. You are entering a new era where nothing can be hidden from you anymore. You are too aligned, you are too elevated. That feeling of being watched recently? That wasn't paranoia. That was the spirit world alerting you to what was moving behind your back. Now the eyes have turned. Now they feel exposed. Now they feel watched. You may begin to feel a deep urge to rearrange your space, your room, your home, your desk. Follow that instinct. It's not just about organizing, it's about removing the remnants of spiritual clutter they left behind. Archangel Michael says, be careful who you let back in. Some may apologize, not because they're sorry, but because they fear the consequences. Test spirits. Trust vibes. Protect your peace, your life is about to multiply. What was stolen will be returned in forms even greater than before. A door will open for you in the coming weeks that will require you to leave behind everything familiar. Walk through it boldly. This is your upgrade. And what of your sister? She will face her judgment, she will experience divine correction. And you must let that process unfold without rescuing her from it. She made a choice, now, the universe will respond. A major event is coming. A public moment where truth will confront lies face to face. You may be present. You may witness it through someone else. But you will know when it happens, your heart will confirm it. From now on, your footsteps are ordered. No more confusion. No more begging for clarity. No more tolerating falsehood just to keep peace. You are not the villain in this story, you are the one who survived. You are the one who rose. You are the one they feared would wake up, and now that you are awake, the story will never be the same again. Archangel Michael says, this message is not just about betrayal. It's about birth, birth of the real you. The unbroken you. The fearless you, the version of you that was always meant to exist, free from lies and shackles. And beloved, one final note. If you wish to express your support further, you have heard the truth. You have received the confirmation. You have survived the storm, now, walk in the storm's reward.